A child will not stay in the house forever. The way you raise them eventually becomes everybody else's experience. How you raise your child affects the world. Hi there.
If I ever took a loss, I learned a lesson. I won't ever think I'm better than the next man. I've been down before to come up, I ain't stressing. Baby, I'm too busy counting all these blessings.
My name is Lungile Mnisi and welcome to my YouTube channel. If it is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button and follow me on my social media platforms. And if you are a returning subscriber, it's good to have you back. As you've seen from the title and you've heard from my first statement, this is about to be a very interesting video, I hope. But nonetheless, I hope you guys like it. I hope it is useful to you or someone you know. Please comment and share. As always, enjoy. The way you raise your children affects the world. And parents do not understand this. You raise your kids however, but most of the time you are not even with them, so they become someone else's problem. So this is the point of the video. Just a disclaimer before I go any further. If you take offense in this video, it means you are guilty of the things that I'm speaking about. And that is not necessarily to say that I'm attacking you. I am just pointing things out from my experiences, and hopefully you will use that as a turning point to do better. Point number 1. Overspoiled kids become entitled people. When your child hardly ever hears the word no, it makes them have problems with submitting to authority, taking accountability, working in a team, or taking even criticism. And this is a bad thing because they then become selfish, they become disrespectful, they become difficult, they become inconsiderate. And that is not okay because most of the time your children are not with you. For example, in a weekday, on a school day, your children are at school for most of the day. And that becomes the teacher's responsibility since they are under the care of the teacher. And it will be difficult to fulfill the purpose for which they are there learning, getting an education, because then the teacher will have to deal with all of these traits when they're supposed to be educating your children. So your child's lack of boundaries becomes everybody else's experience and problem, essentially. So the turning point for this one is quite simple. Teach your children boundaries early so that they become emotionally balanced people, so that they can understand patience and respect. Point number 2. Emotionally neglected children often hurt others emotionally. Hurt people. And I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. Just because you're a provider does not mean you're a good parent. When you are dismissive towards your kids, when you do not see them, they become very emotionally unavailable. They become aggressive in seeking validation from others. They lack empathy. They become bullies. And that is everybody else's problem because, like I said, you're not with your children all the time. So it is very important to see your children, to spend time with them, to nurture a relationship with them so that you are a good and present parent in their lives, so that they can also be good and present kids and have empathy and basic human decency. Another thing, so often parents hurt their kids and they do not address or apologize those wounds that hurt. And this hurt that is unhealed leaks into friendships, into school, into relationships, and this becomes everybody else's problem. So you need to establish a relationship with your children where it is safe emotionally for them to come to you, for you to apologize and take accountability for the way that you've hurt them, and for them to be able to do the same, because whatever that you plant is whatever that you will see the fruit of in your children. So the main point for this is that emotionally supported kids are healthier. They communicate better and they create a safer emotional environment for others. So this is a good thing, and this does not negatively affect anybody.
It's a wow.
Parents excusing children's bad behavior create social problems. When you do not correct your child, better yet, when you defend your child's bad behavior, such as bullying, disrespect, violence, laziness, it becomes everybody else's problem. Because now everybody else needs to deal with these things that were never corrected by you as the parent. And that is wrong. You need to teach your child accountability. You need to teach your child boundaries. When your child is wrong, they are wrong. You are not here to please your children. Your children are supposed to live up to certain social standards. And that is basic human decency. So you do not let your child just do whatever they want and let it go. Discipline is very important, because when someone else takes it upon themselves to discipline your child, then it's a huge problem.
Don't fuck with my kids. That's like off limits.
Right.
You are not an island. Your children are not an island. So you need to teach your children accountability so that they become people who know how to apologize, to improve and coexist with others in society.
Wrong understand.
Children learn relationships at home. They copy what they witness. Manipulation, disrespect, shouting, emotional coldness. Your children take these behaviors and implement them or execute them into their own relationships, because that is the example that you are setting. Even if you are pretending, your children are aware. So it's very important to set good examples for what relationships should be like, so that your children can build positive relationships. Because most of the time, they act out, they behave, they copy what they see. So the point here is that households that have good communication and good examples for relationships produce or create children who are able to resolve conflict, who are able to, navigate good relationships with others and become good people who treat others well and with dignity.
Listen properly.
Parents who outsource parenting create pressure in society. Teachers are not supposed to replace parents. Just because your child spends most of their day with a teacher does not mean that it's the teacher's responsibility to teach discipline, emotional intelligence, manners. This places a significant strain on classrooms, on the quality of education, on other children. So stop expecting teachers to parent your children. It is not their job. Their job is to educate your children. Your job is to parent your children. Essentially, parents and teachers do work together. They're supposed to work together so that they can create consistency for a child, so that this will help the children become socially responsible people, socially responsible adults. But each person needs to play their roles respectively.
And there we go, guys. It's time for me to get in bed. This has been fun.
Alright, I've decided to end the video here because I do not want it to be too long. I'll just do a part 2 because I have relatively positive points to address in this matter. But in the meantime, let me know what you think. Comment, share with somebody who you think might find this useful or informative. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Adios.
For the come up, I ain't stressing. Baby, I'm too busy counting all these blessings.